Yeah. But Dave Dickless made us do this segment because it was like the one thing I think that was ever sold on our show, sponsored.
Yeah.
So I had to do it. I remember I skipped it once, and he really got mad at me.
Really?
Yeah.
God,
had
I
to
don't
do it at
remember
6
any of
o'clock.
this.
Had to do it at 6 o'clock on the nosy. And I skipped it one day. I was just like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't give a shit.
remember this at all.
And he's like, that's part of your job. You have to do. I was like, shut up. Shut up.
Have some pride.
Have some pride. Boys down at IBM want these.
Have some pride.
Yeah. They expect to see the Captain Hook uniform. Have some pride.
Have some pride.
That Captain Hook uniform represent. That boss was an asshole. The same type. Mm-hmm. Oh God! Look, there he is.
What is that
Dave
picture?
Douglas.
Let me see.
Sex man found it.
But who's he with?
He's with Kid Rock.
Oh, that's Kid Rock.
Amazing.
My
how
angle,
people
I can't
find this.
That's Kid
shit.
Rock before anyone knew who Kid Rock was.
It's one of those FMQB, in history.
Yes. Well, there's Dave Douglas. Oh,
Stupid mustache.
Was he a big
God,
guy or
I just
no?
want to punch him.
No.
Mustache is a little worm.
Mustaches are starting to come back for some reason, but
Yes, I just lived through the whole phase where it didn't. I'm going to shave mine when it comes back.
And
I'm a rebel.
the mid '90s, it certainly was not the thing to be.
No, it was all
wearing.
about the goatee
Right.
during the 90s.
But Dave had just a regular '70s porn mustache.
Yes, indeed.
And trying to work for this hip rock station.
Oh, he was the worst, man.
Sorry, Dave, but you really were.
God,
Was he unpleasant to work for?
I can't even spin it 15 years
horrible.
later.
He had no way of communicating with the bands. Thank God for John Osterlin, the Ozone that worked
Ozone
there,
was great.
because there was just no one that could communicate with the bands and the record fucking guys that would come around and shit.
Who's all that?
What was that?
He's
That's
with Dave
him.
Mustaine and I guess record people.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Is that Mustaine right next to him, right?
Yeah,
Never realized how young Dave was. I always pictured him as the old fuddy-duddy guy. He wasn't all that old, was he?
He's probably
God, time.
he's probably only a few years older than us,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, probably.
Well, we were faking our age, though.
Oh, well.
You
Why
guys were
not?
pretending you were younger?
Man, we had to be fucking rocking. We weren't married. We didn't have girlfriends. We were fucking 10 years younger than we were. It was just the worst. But they told us to do this shit. It's a rock station. The demo is, anywhere from fucking 16 to 22. And we're like
We needed to sound available.
mid-30s.
It wasn't that bad.
Just fucking, we needed to sound like we were, going out every night, boozing it up, which I was, but, hitting the clubs.
And we had to bring our broads to the parties.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Some of those fucking gigs, though. Wow. Oh, Club Cadillac.
All right.
Fucking Kahlua girls at Club Cadillac. I'm fucking just drunken make-out session with some chick with braces. She had fucking braces.
you wanna fuck her?
Oh, did I ever want to fuck her?
It's one of my favorite stories
Wow.
of all time. The day we said no to skinny dipping,
dipping.
with 19-year-olds.
With fucking a
19
chick,
19 and 20-year-olds.
Kahlua girls with braces.
Who said, I quote, we're getting some beer and we're going skinny
We're going
dipping.
skinny
Are
dipping.
you guys in?
Why didn't you just go?
And we
No,
said
I
no.
have to get back to my wife.
We said no. Jimmy, we said no.
One of the biggest regrets in my life.
You
Absolutely.
never saw
Right
her
there.
again, did you?
Nope.
And it wasn't like there was a lot of email or things where you could go look.
No, there
just
was nothing. It was done.
But no one would have
Game
blamed.
over.
No one would have blamed us. Our relationships were shit.
Even if
They
they were great, I wouldn't have blamed you.
then. I was such an idiot. I should have fucked her. I should have went skinny dipping. I should have.
I'd love to go with you.
What did I do? Yeah, well,
They
go
might have
now.
been-
in the
they-
bathroom, the
they-
toilet. I was standing in the toilet tank.
Yeah, we each have one foot in the tank, one foot in the bowl, just jerking each other off and kissing. Like holding onto each other's shoulders so we don't fall.
Oh, we're just skinny dipping.
And when you're about to come, I'll reach into the septic tank and splash water on you so you feel like we're
Yes.
frolicking. Come while we frolic.
Oh, that is an awful, awful picture you painted. Holy shit.
I love when the skinny dipping story comes up. It's one of my favorite things ever. The day we said no.
And they were
They couldn't have been
hot.
more, maybe 20.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe.
They would, dude. They were so hot.
Maybe. Remember, we were
just-
thinking about, well, we'll go skinny dipping, and then I'll just dump my fucking truck in the lake.
Yeah, we actually were saying maybe we can drive the truck in the lake and say that we lost control of the vehicle. Like this was a viable option, and that way we could be wet and not.
Would it have gotten you? Like, did your chicks know you were supposed to be back by like 10?
They
and it was
knew
already...
we were at a gig.
They were together waiting for us to show back up.
They knew we were at a gig, and they knew, girls were at these fucking gigs, and they were constantly jealous.
They were
and
on high
kinda
alert
giving
to
a shit.
begin
Always
with.
high alert. If we came home stinking of some fucking
swamp and pussy at the same
Massachusetts
time.
fucking swamp, and vagina and nice fucking 20-year-old vagina smell.
You imagine that fucking braces lips on your dick though, looking up, seeing her kiss your
dude,
balls.
Stop. I know. Please believe me.
Who says no to
I was
skinny
looking like-
dipping with 20-year-olds when you're in your mid-30s?
Oh, I know. Oh, God. What a fucking dummy.
You regret that one, don't you?
Oh, one of the biggest regrets of my life.
How was her body?
It was stunning.
She probably
It
would have
was
kissed you while she fucked
stunning.
you. She probably would have wrapped her legs around you,
Yes.
and she probably would have said, "Look, I'm not 20." And as you were ready to come, she probably would have said, "Like
What now? As I'm ready to come, what now?
I'm a lot younger." She would have told you I'm a lot younger.
well, but don't tell the people at Kahlua because,
Yeah, her lips would have tasted like cherry or something from her little lip gloss.
Yeah, lip gloss.
And obviously those relationships we had were ending.
yeah,
They were going to
yeah.
end.
They were- oh, my
Well,
God.
I guess at that time, to be fair, I didn't know it was going to end yet, but...
I did.
Wait, as you were
at
about
some
to,
point.
as you were fucking her and about to come, she would have coughed, and then she would have just forced out diarrhea shit all over your balls. And then diarrhea shit all over your fucking big low hangers.
Would have ruined the fucking moment.
It would have wrecked
Dude.
everything.
Do you remember when we went to... I don't know if I've ever told this story on the air. Maybe I have, but it's been a long time. Remember the time we went to, I think it was Ten's Show Club?
10 Show Club.
Was that the one right over the border that we used to go to
Yeah,
every
I
once in a
think
while?
so.
Remember we went as a group? And my chick at the time, extremely jealous.
Yeah.
Extremely jealous girl. But she says, yeah, let's do this. This will be fun.
Yeah.
It's a whole bunch of us, bunch of couples. There was probably a bunch of other people from the radio station. We're at a gig somewhere close to Tens, and we're like, yeah, let's go. Well, they treat us nice there. We'll drink for free and all that. And so I'm at 10 show club, and of course I start looking at the girls.
Of course.
She gave
What
me
are you
this
there for?
look of death. I'm like,
What are you there for?
what the fuck am I? So I remember just staring at beer taps
Oh,
because I didn't want
God.
to deal with it.
So you couldn't even look at the girls.
No.
That's wonderful.
I'm like,
Great-
why are we
great
even
fucking-
here then?
Great relationship.
Why are we even here? And then I remember I'm at the bar, and then I'm staring through beer taps, and then I'm trying to get glimpses either through the beer taps themselves or kind of look over. But in all fairness, I didn't want to deal with it.
Ugh.
I'm like, why are we here then? You agreed to come in here, and now you're mad because I'm looking at the naked girls? Are you kidding me?
Believe me, I
None of this shit made sense to me.
back then it was just like,
Because then all you had to say was, look, I feel uncomfortable. I don't think, I want to do this. All right. I probably would have said, all right, we'll go do something else. But she agreed.
so I was on the verge of getting laid back then, and then the dumb fucking wife would get in the way.
Dude, you're the greatest. I know these are old stories.
Damn
I
it.
apologize, but they're great stories, and maybe there's people hearing them for the first time. Anthony, oh my God, we had maybe they were 17-year-olds in the rock bus with that.
Oh God, that fucking one was great.
This girl was 17. Just built for sex. This one girl, and then her friend that was
amazing.
a little frumpy, but she had youth on her side, so she was all right too.
Yeah.
And Ant gets the brilliant idea to make them do fucking headstands without panties on.
Yeah, that was my old ploy.
And then remember we started making
Writing on, we started drawing on them with Sharpies, and we were writing all over their tits. And the girl took her top and bra off, and we both just went like, They were amazing.
They had 17-year-old cones.
Like
Well-developed
fucking- Yeah, yeah. They were big and fucking
And we started
perfect
drawing
nips
bullseyes on their fucking
on the
clothes.
nipples and smacking ass and.
And because guys were coming and going, we were at a gig.
Yeah, we were at a gig at the
And we're
time. We
like-
just locked the rock bus door.
And our fans at the time, they're like, "Where's O&A?" We're in the back, fucking drawing
Yeah.
bullseyes on these girls' boobs, and they're like, "What the fuck? When are you guys coming out?" We're like, "We'll be out in a minute. Relax."
And I
then
I
Ant
wanted to
gets
take
them-
the girl back into the, the back room that had the door.
That's where we broadcasted from.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to go back there and fuck that girl. But again, the dumb wife.
Do you regret the Kahlua girl or her more?
I regret every
There-
fucking minute of my marriage.
There were a few opportunities we had up there.
There was so many.
Because the station, catered to the young, man.
Yeah. And these chicks would come up and they're
And
all
we were the
just
hottest show on the
goofy,
channel at the time.
And we were rocking.
Channel, it's a radio station.
We were saying things like ack, and ap.
Would you? It would have been great if you were licking the braces girl's pussy if she was sitting on your face, and like as she was about to come, she would say, "Oh God, you make me feel even better than Raheem."
Oh, no, I wouldn't like that, Jimmy.
that'd be
I
wonderful.
don't think I would have liked that.
Yes, if you had a nice interracial seed dripped in your face.
It was Boston, so the odds of that happening.
Please, she obviously was angry at somebody. What better way to get back at mother and father in Boston? It's great. That and she had a Yankee hat on.
But this girl was naive. She's like this, and she's doing headstands without panties on, and then spreading her legs, and
It was fantastic.
then they were wondering when we were going to step out of the rock bus to do
Yeah.
our gig.
Oh, no, where, motherfucker? We look at it. It's just a dick fest outside. That's what I want. I want to talk to some fucking asshole outside about Rage Against the Machine. And there's fucking hot nymphs in the rock bus.
that we were too scared to just say fuck it.
To
Why
close
did we
the
just
deal.
say fuck it?
Too scared to
I wasn't
close
even
the deal.
married. It wasn't even going to cost me anything.
Too scared to close the deal.
I have a theory.
Yeah.
Because you're dummies.
Yes.
That's why you didn't close the
Exactly.
deal and fucking
Some guy-
put loads all over.
Some guy wrote before. He goes, "Well, the reason you didn't do it is because your wife would have gotten some scumbag lawyer and taken you to the cleaners." Oh, wait.
Yeah, but if she got you then,
Back
it would have
then,
been
that
a lot
would have
easier.
been fucking beautiful.
You could have taken that hit
Great.
easier.
Take my fucking take a percentage of my fucking $40,000 a year I was making.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I would have had braces, fucking girl. That would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
I was making out with her. Fucking my tongue was hitting her braces. It was great. Fuck, it was great. Oh my God.
These girls are now.
She smelled like fucking pencil erasers and bubble gum.
Those girls are now in their 30s.
Wow.
Even the young ones. The young ones are now 30 to
Holy
32.
shit, wait a minute. That fucking 17-year-old in the rock bus is like 32.
Has to be.
Yeah. Wow.
So I wonder
Wish
if
we
there's
would
any
have
pictures of her.
given her a horrible memory.
I wonder if there's any pictures of the Kahlua girl from Cadillacs. There might be.
There probably is.
We used to see the Kahlua girls here and there after that, but they already knew we were not goers, so they never even tried after that.
Yeah.
They gave us our one shot. We said fucking no. We said fucking no.
You could have always said yes after that.
There's not.
No, they moved on.
Regret is a horrible thing to have.
That's right.
All right. Anyways,
I actually saw one of the Kahlua girls. The
Yeah.
short. Remember the shorter one? There was like the shorter one. I was with the tall one with the straight black hair and the braces. And then there was a shorter one that was buxom. She was fucking hot. I saw her at that fucking place there, in Framingham.
the old
Yeah, the old
train
train
station.
station there.
Forgot the name of that place.
Ebenezer's.
Ebenezer's.
I saw her at Ebenezer's once, and I was with my fucking wife. And so we weren't even able to talk like we would have, because I would have asked her, have you seen, whatever the fuck her name was, braces, and, is there any way, I would have tried to find out a little more where I could get in touch with her or some shit, but Dummy was there. And I couldn't fucking say anything but, hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, great. All right, see ya. And then listen, get me a shot of Jack. Fuck you.
Did you want to get away from her for a minute just to go talk to this?
Yes, Jimmy.
What?
I did.
Here's the
I hate this.
here's the question. What the fuck were we scared of? Without the jokes, Jimmy. What the fuck were we scared of? I mean, my relationship, I can't front, was okay, but I knew it wasn't going anywhere fast. I knew that like we weren't heading toward marriage or any of that shit. It was just kind of one of these relationships that just kind of was okay.
Oh, I know why I didn't.
Why?
It was the marriage thing because we had been married for maybe 5
Yeah, but you
years
were-
at the time.
You were definitely
And I didn't want to. No,
you
you
were
know what?
more miserable than me, so
I
I'm
was so
wondering.
miserable.
I'm wondering why didn't you just say fuck it at that point?
Because 5 years into marriage, and I was the first one out of me, my brother, and sister that got married. And of course, divorce running rampant in my family and shit like that. I didn't want to. I wanted to be the one that was like, "See,
I can make
could
this
do
work."
this. I could make this work. I could do this." And of course, I hung in there for another 4 years. Yeah. But not doing those things. God, the hotness.
Who did the
Then
one?
there's one I won't even talk about that was at the actual station. Holy shit.
Oh, I know.
She was on my shoulders
Well,
with her top off outside.
and
Yeah.
we didn't know.
I had no
We
idea.
didn't know at the time.
I didn't know until later.
Give me a number. Just say a number. Not as bad as I thought it was.
Oh, really?
No, come on. What are you
Could have been
are you
worse.
kidding?
-2 would have been perfect for
But
me.
No.
but she looked.
Yes,
Yeah, I
exactly.
understand.
She did.
Did you fuck her?
What's the statute of
No, no, no,
limitations?
no, no,
but
no, no.
again, could have.
Should have.
No, she
Could
was. She was a young little.
Should've.
She was a young little nymph.
She was crazy.
That might have been part of a TV piece they did on us
Yeah. She looked great.
with the asshole with the fucking earring. Oh, that. Where is that cock? He makes believe we were. What did you say?
He's with Bonaducci now. Yes.
Hello, Danny.
We weren't media savvy at all. Even when we were at NEW, we still had a lot to learn. Now we're pretty fucking aware. But back then, you know, when someone comes to you and goes, "Hey, we're gonna do a TV piece on you guys," you're all in and thinking, "Oh, they're gonna just make us look great." And it was about the WOW stickers that just no, we didn't have WOW stickers. We weren't allowed to have it. So
Yeah,
everyone was
yeah.
making homemade WOW signs for their cars to see the tits. Whip 'em Out Wednesday, which we don't talk about as much these days because we do mornings. But whatever, it became huge up there. And the state was trying to shut us down. The mayor, before he finally got us fired, was fucking pissed. The state troopers pissed. And local Fox, I think it was, wanted to do a whole piece on this phenomenon, this WOW phenomenon, excuse me, with Opie and Anthony. And he comes in and does this whole piece, and he shows up with an earring. That should have been our first sign. Like, and he's filming, like, tell us about WOW. We're just clueless, like, telling him the whole fucking thing. Long story short, the story when it aired was a whole piece about how we're a bunch of fucking dicks and assholes and this needs to stop. And the guy that was kind of hip with the earring and kind of casual clothes now has a suit and looking like
Yeah.
a newsman.
Now he's the news guy.
And he's on an overpass over the Mass Pike saying how dangerous this is and this needs to stop. We're like,
talking with state troopers.
this is the fucking guy. When the cameras weren't rolling, this chick just happened to be in that day, and she's
Yeah.
doing all sorts of shit, and this guy's loving it. Matter of fact, I'm not. My memory tells me that the guy even got a lap dance from this girl.
He might have.
He got some, something, and he was loving the
And he's
whole
just like,
fucking thing.
yeah, cameras off, and he's like, guys, this is fucking great. He's cursing a lot.
Right.
This is fucking great, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You got, and then he got on the air, and it's like, I'm like, who is this guy? Where's the guy that showed up?
Is there any way to find that piece online? That one might
God,
be.
man, that was ages ago.
That might be a tough one to find. I don't think anyone has YouTubed that because that was before anyone gave a shit totally about us where they saved
Yeah.
our stuff.
To answer your question from before, what were you afraid of? Getting caught.
Yes.
It's literally
Yes.
the argument
But
that
look at-
will ensue. It's the it's.
Well, looking back, it's like, why not get caught? Because then now we could do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you don't look at it that way when you're in a relationship.
No, you look at it as a lot of stress, a hassle, a pain in the ass, fucking. Like, now what? Okay, I got to move, like, somewhere else. I got to find a place because the marriage is over. I got to go through divorce. I got to get. It just wasn't. It wasn't worth the fucking bullshit, but it was. Now I know it was. I should have. I should have
Yeah.
just been a fucking monster.
I guess the guys that are thinking about it, just do it because eventually,
Yeah,
your
guys,
marriage will
this
be
is a
over.
lesson for you. Very good, Opie. A lesson, gentlemen. If you're thinking about it, do it.
Because eventually your relationship or your marriage will be over.
Because you're thinking about it means that there's a problem. And if you're really thinking about it to the point where you can do it, then there's a problem. So just do it.
But everyone thinks about it.
No, I mean think about it to the point where you want to do it. You will do it. The only thing stopping you isn't love. It's the pain in the ass and hassle. That then is a problem.
Imagine those little legs wrapped around you, those fucking braces legs. Wrapped, I don't know,
Braces like
yeah.
to fucking Forrest Gump.
Exactly. Yeah.
Braces legs.
Fuck her magic shoes off
I
her.
love polio girls.
Yeah.
Braces
I'll
legs.
inoculate you, whore.
Dude,
Spray Kahlua on her back.
you would
yeah.
would ache with temptation, and then I remember going back, just staring at the ceiling at night, going, "Fuck,
God damn. We had to hide. Me and that girl had to hide. Like at Club Cadillac.
No,
there was
you
fucking.
hid behind a Budweiser banner.
Yeah, I was behind
made
a
out with
Budweiser
her?
banner.
It was
Yeah.
Budweiser and Kahlua girls.
Yeah, and I think the bottom obviously it was a banner, so you saw our legs like right
Interlocked.
facing each other.
And was pushing his
interlocked.
big honk
I was
against
fucking.
her.
I think I was dry humping her. And
Did you have a rod?
yes,
I think it's
a kissing rod. You know what that's like?
I do.
I think it's time to write books because I think we could write one book just on our AAF shit. I
Holy
know we
moly! Tell me about it.
Because then you got the parking lot incident.
Wow, kissing rods rule. They really do.
And didn't you have
Yeah, really.
rod.
Kissing rods rules.
No, not kissing rods.
Kissing rods rule.
we had the parking lot incident.
That is a bad line to have on tape.
Didn't you come close at the cake when you were doing the cake stands
Ah, at the college.
at the college at the sorority
At
house?
the fucking.
I didn't get to go to that one.
Yeah, that was another one. I think I actually
Were you
did
by
get in trouble
yourself?
for that. Yeah.
How did you get there by yourself?
Fucking bitch was probably with her mom.
But how'd you get there? I don't remember that one.
I think I drove.
But what was the logic that you ended up in a sorority house doing cake stands with 18-year-olds?
It was a bunch of guys that were just like, dude, we're huge fans of the show. You got to come down. I think it was at Ebenezer's again. I was down there, and that's where everything started. And guys are just like, dude, we're having this huge party down at the college. Come on down. And I was like, all right. So I went down there, and it was just like naked broads and fucking keg stands, funnel shots, all kinds of shit. And yeah, there was some shenanigans going on there. But again,
I think that was the
didn't
closest.
close the deal.
Because you got home really late. And
Yeah.
I remember she was pissed.
Oh yeah. Thank God there wasn't a lot of cameras around back then, because people would have just been snapping pictures. Hey, here's Anthony behind the Bud banner. Here's Anthony with his feet up on the fucking ceiling doing a keg stand.
You know how good that fucking ass cheeks would have felt as you were fucking her, squeezing her ass cheeks?
Well, I got to squeeze the ass cheek over the pants behind the beer banner. But boy, did I want to just fucking ravage. Couldn't go skinny dipping. Imagine that. She's all shy, taking her little, because they were wearing the Kahlua with those little short skirts. It's like, oh, I hope you don't mind. I'm not wearing panties. Oh, I don't mind.
Then you hear like an accordionish
ahead.
noise, and you go, what was that? And she's like, sorry, my fat pussy lips tumbled out of my underpants. That's why you hear the Irish accordion. Yoing, 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 yoing.
Those were crazy times, man. There's a few more stories.
How can you sit there and regret something from 15 years ago?
I understand it.
There's still
Crazy.
there's a couple more stories I'm still not brave enough to tell. But
Oh boy!
one of these days, I
you
will.
got busted a couple of those out.
I
every
got
so
new
often.
stories
Yeah.
for another day.
Yeah.
For another day.
Another day.